Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a smelly subject. We are talking about Poo-Pourri. So if you have not heard of Poo-Pourri before, I'm sure that this will educate you. So Poo-Pourri is a fragrance that is supposed to cover up smells in the bathroom. So while it is supposed to cover up those sinful aromas that we leave in the bathroom, it may not be the healthiest option. So today we are going to talk about an alternative that is much cleaner for you, that isn't just going to mask odors like spraying perfume on a skunk to cover up their smell. We're actually going to clean the air with essential oils and water and Epsom salts, and it is a healthy spray. It's not going to be harmful to the air. It's not going to be harmful to your littles or your animals, and so it's actually going to be antimicrobial and cleanse those odors instead of just masking them. So this is the #1 recipe that has been asked for time after time through all of my years in essential oils, and it is my warm vanilla room spray, and we use it on the back of the toilet to spritz prior to using the bathroom and after. But what I have found is many people end up taking it throughout the house to refresh their spaces. So I'm going to teach you how to make this. It's so simple, so easy, and you'll want to keep remaking it. So we always want to use a glass bottle when we're using essential oils. So just find like a 4-ounce glass bottle, and then all you actually are going to add is 1/4 of a teaspoon of Epsom salts. And sometimes they can be a little tricky, so a funnel works. You can probably use a larger funnel. I have this tiny little funnel because it works so well when using like essential oils and making things. So I put about 1/4 of a teaspoon of Epsom salts, and you can just get some unscented Epsom salts. And then we're actually going to add our essential oils. So vanilla is a little bit thicker, so it's easier to use a dropper. And we're actually going to just go ahead and put 25 drops in there. I'm not exactly measuring because I like a lot of vanilla, but about 25 drops of vanilla. And then we'll do 16 drops of wild orange in there. The top of this bottle is a little narrow, but it's not too hard to line it up and drop those in. So about 16 drops of wild orange. And then we're going to do 10 drops of cinnamon, and we will do 4 drops of clove. So this smells really good. It smells kind of like a cookie, I would say. And so those odors that we don't want to smell, we can mask them very quickly with a few spritzes. And that's why it's best to do a few sprays prior to using the toilet. And then a couple after is going to be great as well. And it's also not going to harm waterways. So some people like to spray in the toilet. So we don't want to harm septic systems. And so some of those synthetics like Poo-Pourri or other Lysols and things can harm our septic systems. So it's best to definitely use something natural. So we put our Epsom salts in, and then we put our essential oils in, and then all we do is top that off with water. I will use that funnel, or I may make a really big mess. Now you might be wondering about the label that I have on here. Those are labels that I made and custom made, but if you have something called a Cricut, a lot of people have those, or you can have like a simple label on there that just says room spray. There's some like chalkboard tape that you can put on and use a chalkboard marker. So you can customize that label however you like. And then all you do is shake that up really good. Those essential oils kind of blend in with the Epsom salts and the water, and it kind of acts as it just kind of preserves it by using the Epsom salts, and essential oils naturally preserve as well. And then you are going to have this beautiful spray to spritz that's non-toxic, not going to harm your little kiddos. It's not going to hurt your animals, and it is going to refresh the space for any visitors that come to your home or use your restroom after you've been there. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you liked this content, please give us a like, a subscribe, and make sure you let us know if you make this natural Poo-Pourri spray for your home and what your guests think of it.